Welcome to my kitchen. You know, I would imagine that most people around the world have never even heard of the name J.C. Coppola. But history tells us that this unrecognizable name could be the very man that invented the first chili recipe. It was in 1828 when Coppola stated that he would take what little meat he could afford, chop it into a hash, and then he would add as much pepper as he would pieces of meat, and then he would stew it into what we now know as chili. Well, since 1828, cooks all across the globe have varied from that original recipe to come up with their own recipe for their famous chili. Man, I am so excited today to show you how to make JC's infamous 2-alarm chili. Now, I went ahead of time and started working on some things so that for time's sake we could move right into it. And everybody, again, has their own way of doing things, but I've often asked myself, can I make the world's best pot of chili? And I know that you've done the same. And so today we're going to attempt to make the world's greatest pot or bowl of chili. Now, first you want to start off with 2 pounds of ground meat. And I've done this ahead of time. I've gone ahead and browned that meat. You want to add this once you brown it into your pot, and so you want to do that very carefully there. And then the next thing is, you know, when you're browning meat, everybody has a different opinion about what types of meat tenderizer that a cook should use. Really, in my opinion, and it's not a professional opinion, but it is my opinion, I just go with the generic brand, a Kroger seasoned meat tenderizer, and I've already added that in while I was browning the meat. Once you have your meat browned and seasoned to taste and you add it to your mixing pot, then you want to continue on with adding of the different ingredients, the secret ingredients here. One thing I like to add is about 8 ounces of tomato sauce. Again, to keep it affordable, we're going with the generic Kroger brand, but 8 ounces of tomato sauce that you want to add into your chili right there. And then the other thing is you want to add about 16 ounces of just water. And this is important because, you know, most people, including myself, we don't like dry chili. So I've got a 15-ounce can, but occasionally you want to use about 16 ounces of just, you know, water. Tap water will work just fine, and you want to add that to your chili as well. Then the next ingredient is more of a taste ingredient. Some people like a lot of salt, some people like a little bit of salt, but I like a dash of salt into my chili, and so you want to add that just to taste there. Now, again, all of this is depending on your flavor and your choice of chili powders and things like that, but I've gone with a little spicier chili to help us to achieve our goal of making it a 2-alarm chili. You can get a packet of this in a grocery store, or you can buy it, you know, individually wrapped, but I've gone with a little more spicier chili powder, and so you want to add that into your pot as well. Now again, you want to keep your temperature at about low to medium while you're adding these ingredients in. Now, you can go and chop up garlic and onion, or again, you can get it pre-packaged. I like to do about a tablespoon, give or take, of each one. But the onion and the garlic just gives your pot of chili a wonderful taste. And so you want to add that into your chili mix as well. Paprika. Now that is good stuff. Paprika is a secret ingredient. Don't tell anybody. It's going to be on YouTube probably, but it's a great ingredient, you know, while you're making your chili. So add in some paprika. And then I don't know if you like oregano, but boy do I. Not only is this oregano, but I've mixed it with, I believe you say cumin, and so that's mixed in together. So you want to add some of that into your chili mix as well. Wow, I wish that you could smell what I'm smelling right now. It is delightful. The next thing you want to do is take some, I like light red kidney beans. There's an alternative, it's a dark red kidney bean, but I like a light red kidney bean. I've drained all of the juice from those kidney beans because, again, we've already added the water, and the juice from the kidney beans doesn't add much taste. So you want to add about 2 cans, or again 16 ounces of light red kidney beans to your mix. And oh, get that in there. This is smelling so wonderful right here. This is good stuff. Yes, add all of that in there. Then the next thing you want to add, and I've got to tell you, I was nervous to put this in here, but this is JC's secret ingredient. It is about 1.5 tablespoons of sugar. Now I know what you're thinking, sugar and chili, but when you have 2-alarm chili and then you add a little bit of sweetness to it, it is heaven on earth. And so I like to add just a little bit of sugar into my chili right there. Oh, that's looking good. Mix it all in there, get it good. That smells great. Again, I wish you could smell this. This is going to be the world's greatest pot of chili. Now, the last ingredient, and I want to add a warning here. I want to add a warning to this. Be very, very careful. This is red chili pepper, and it is hot. Now, because I'm making chili for all of us here today, I'm going to be very careful with this because I'm not sure of the different allergies that might be in our crowd. But again, as with all the other ingredients, you want to make this to taste. Now, I like it hot. H-O-T-T, hot. And so I wouldn't be afraid to add all of this in here. But for today and for sake, I'm just going to add just a little bit of the red chili pepper in there. Oh, that's going to be good. Now, continue to mix all of that up. And once you get all of these ingredients in there, what you can do is you can let this simmer. You want to cover it up. You want to put a top on it and cover it up for about maybe 30-35 minutes and get that good and warm. Also, if you like a little thicker chili, you can add about maybe a little bit of masa flour. And with a 1/4 ounce of warm water, let that kind of seep up there and then add that in, and that'll give you a great little taste there. Once all of this chili is done, you should have enough chili for about 6 to 8 servings. And so that's plenty enough for a whole family. So just keep that going and keep it really good and warm there. Now, personally, I like to serve my chili over a bed of Frito potato chips, then a layer of chili, put a dollop of daisy sour cream and some cheese over it, and it is absolutely amazing. So, real quick, you got to recap. You've got your different ingredients, your tomato sauce, your water, your salt, your chili powder, the onions, the paprika, the oregano, the kidney beans, and then you just want to give it a taste, and oh my, that is good stuff. Well, I hope to see you again next time. We'll look at maybe some dessert or something like that. But go home, give this recipe a try, and I'll see you next time.